What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. And yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hussle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and that Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop these videos, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win. All right. And in today's video, we're talking about CPNs. Yes, CPNs, credit profile numbers, and how people are establishing $250,000 lines of credit and credit limits with these CPNs. And you all know a credit limit means you have access to $250,000. I mean, you can get a loan, a line of credit. You can do anything that you need with that $250,000 on the business side. And a lot of people think these things are far-fetched, and it's not. So it's just all about the knowledge and awareness that you have about it. And so today we're going to talk about it. Right, so CPNs, how people are getting funded on them, and what's really going on. Right, so CPNs, credit profile numbers. People are, and like I said, it's a difference between two. Like, people are getting confused with pre-built CPNs with CPNs. And like I said, CPNs are built around that person's information, not somebody else's. A pre-built CPN is a stolen identity, and you're connecting your picture to it to get whatever you're trying to get, right? So people say, okay, I'm going CPN. So they find numbers that have not been issued. Once they find numbers that have not been issued, they got to get that information to the public records. So they, like I said, they use their name, their birthday, use a new address, use that number. Now that's their whole profile right there. They got an ID already. So then what they do is they go open up a bank account. Now there are banks that don't pull from the check systems, and those are the banks that people utilize credit profile numbers with. Those banks who don't pull from the check systems. Because when they pull from the check system, it's going to show you all your banking history. And it's going to be a red flag if you don't have no type of banking history at the age that you are. But there are banks out there that give people second chances, because a lot of times people have different problems with different banks, different things, different situations. So they might get quote unquote red flagged in the check system. So people find banks that don't pull from the check system. Chime don't pull from check system. PayPal don't pull from check system. It's different banks, right? Once they open up those accounts with those banks, depending on the bank, that bank might offer a credit builder credit card or a credit builder loan or a secured loan or secured credit card. So once they open up the bank, then they get a secured credit card or a secured loan. And once they get those secured loans or credit cards, more than likely it's going to be a secured credit card, because we know that, and this is why credit is important, because if you don't know how to build credit, it's gonna be hard for you to do certain things. Like, this, a quote unquote, was trying to create a CPN or build a CPN. You don't know how to build credit, so how you gonna build it? And that's why people be relying on other people to quote unquote do it for them. And that's why they sold the perception that it's pre-built already. They built it for you so you can buy it. And that's what it is. That's why knowledge is power. But we're gonna get back to it. So we all know that credit cards, once you get a credit card, if you don't use it, it's still going to report on your credit report that month as a good payment history. So they get these credit cards, secured credit cards, and they just let them report. And it builds the credit profile on that new CPN. So now this building the credit on that CPN. Now they're going to be able to do certain things. And it's the same process as if somebody was to when they building their own credit. And that's what people got to understand. That's why a lot of people are starting to get into the credit world because they want to know how to properly build personal credit, properly be able to build credit in general, so they can do it towards these CPNs or do whatever, right? And so they can just know how to get some type of funding in general because there's personal funding out there, there's business funding out there, there's all different type of funding, right? So they're building the credit on it, build it up, get different type of trade lines on it because you got to have different trade lines. You don't just get one thing. That's what people got to understand too. You need different trade lines on your credit profile to be able to properly build it because you need auto loans, you need installment loans, you need lines of credit. Lines of credit are credit cards. You need these type of things. Credit mix. You need a credit mix. So they do the normal things as anybody would do. Get a good credit mix, pay it off. Once they get that personal credit profile to a certain limit, might be a 700, 680, 700, 750, they start a business on it. Now, so many people in the world want to start businesses now because after the PPP loan, people seeing so many people getting millions of dollars in loans or funding for their business, and some people did the right thing and went through the forgiveness process and they're good. Some people didn't. A lot of people didn't, and now they're in trouble, locked up because they got this money and they went to go buy Lamborghini trucks and went shopping and did this and did that, and then forgive that loan. They didn't feel it do complete the process. Now people saying, oh, now people are in the impression that you can get business loans and not have to pay it back. The lack of knowledge will lead you to ignorance. I promise you that. Just like how everybody want to do the Chase Bank glitch, the lack of knowledge will lead you to ignorance. That's just pure common sense that there is no glitch. Y'all depositing fake checks into your own bank account. It's gonna bounce back eventually when they fix the error. That's common sense, but lack of knowledge leads to ignorance. So people did the PPP loan, got whatever they got, didn't do the forgiveness, now they locked up. So, but people not, but on the outside looking in, people saying, "Oh, you can start a business, you can get funding, get all this money, and do this and do that." But it's more to it. You got to have the right profile. They have to be struck. They're not just handing money out. They're not just giving money to people. And that's what people got to understand. So people are structuring the right way, starting businesses, and doing the exact same thing as people would do as if they were building their business. LLC, EIN number, virtual address, getting it established, getting business trade lines on it, really doing the exact same thing that they would do anywhere else to build a business. Building the business profile up and getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit because they established the personal credit. And now they're utilizing their personal credit on that profile towards a personal guarantor, towards their business on that profile and doing the exact same thing, getting loans, funding that's helping that business. Now, what people do with that funding, that's on them. A lot of people do a lot of different things. What somebody's intentions is that's on them. That's a personal, that's their prerogative. I'm not telling nobody to do anything. Only thing I tell anybody to do is invest and be more blessed, get your credit together, all positivity. But at the end of the day, this is the real world and people are doing real things. Like I told y'all 6 years ago how Donald Trump was using whatever he was using, paying $750 in taxes, a CPN, and now 6 years later he getting indicted for it. Like I told y'all that back then. I've been telling y'all about Raspberry Pis back then. Like all the stuff I've been telling y'all about is back then. So I'm just gonna refresh it and keep y'all aware because knowledge is power. And if you know about something, you'll be able to see the red flags when they come, and you can prevent anything negative from happening to you. So somebody will, I can pre-build a CPN for you. I got these pre-built CPNs. You already know that's identity theft. That's fraud. You don't want to do that because you're gonna go down if you use a pre-built CPN. If anybody is selling any type of quote unquote CPN that's already established with a credit profile and a TransUnion, don't use it. Red flag, because whatever you're gonna try to do, You got to put your driver's license numbers. You got to put certain information. They're going to run it. And you got to give an ID. And once they get an ID and that information don't match that picture, hey, you put yourself in that position. So it's all about staying more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on, what you buy, being more knowledgeable out here. We got to be more knowledgeable out here because you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. And people are really falling for anything out here. Really, like y'all see so many people doing so many dumb things on a daily basis. Like, geez Louise, like what are people just gonna get it? But people gotta train themselves into utilizing good common sense, right? You can't just be like, you should have used your common sense. What if they don't really have it? So, like I said, it's all about staying safe, staying more cautious, and staying more aware. Um, don't get tricked into buying this bad information, pre-built CPNs. Don't get tricked into doing something that you're not supposed to do with a CPN, and just stay on a clear path. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping this sauce. And y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on these FaceTime one-on-one limited gyms for 600. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the crypto tour for 3,500 in-person limited gyms. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the webinars Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats. We talk about anything, everything y'all want to talk about: investing, credit, business credit, personal credit, life situations, whatever. Let's get to talking. It's going. They more than likely these videos gonna end up on my podcast too. So I'm gonna let y'all all shout out y'all on social media, whatever. So people, whoever, I'm giving people the opportunity. So make sure y'all book it into these webinars. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, 2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all check out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamer streamers, and content curators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels and my Twitch. Make sure you follow me on my new IG, King Hustle X1.2. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all checking out my music channel, King Hustle X1M on YouTube, my music channel, my latest mixtape, Hustle and Flow, pure motivational music, fire production. Y'all love it. And make sure y'all go check out my latest mixtape. My latest music video that I just dropped. Camp with me. Go like, share, comment, subscribe, run them views, comments, and them likes up. All right. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I will see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.